is Moon?
Moon is 238,900 miles from
The great moment had come. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Foreign news now, Catholic cardinals all around the world finally came up with the first Latin American Pope. First time in 1,000 years, the Roman Catholic Church has a Pope who's not from Europe, and first time ever, he's from the Americas. He is Argentine-born George Mario Bergoglio, or henceforth be known as Pope Francis, which is a name that is also a first.
Fratelli e sorelle, buonasera.
The pontiff spoke in St. Peter's Square informally when the Italian he knows well from his family or his Italian heritage.
Ma liberaci dal male.
He led it in prayer both his predecessor, Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI, reciting the Lord's Prayer. The 76-year-old pontiff is a Jesuit and has been a leader of an American church that is the largest in Catholicism. In his native land, Buenos Aires, he built a reputation as an enthusiastic teacher and a simple priest with a humble sense of humor. 8 years ago, Cardinal Bergoglio was runner-up to Benedict, whose resignation last month threw the church into turmoil. White smoke billowing out of the Sistine Chapel chimney ignited celebration not just in Vatican City, but also around the world.
Park Geun-hye sworn in as South Korea's first female president last February 25, with zero tolerance with provocation from North Korea. As leader of Asia's fourth largest economy, Park faces challenges including slowing growth and soaring welfare costs in one of the world's most rapidly aging societies. Park calls on North Korea to, quote, abandon its nuclear ambitions without delay and rejoin the international community. Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez died Tuesday after months of battling with cancer. An emotional Vice President Nicolas Maduro, who will be Chavez's successor, announced the news. He says the army and police have been deployed to accompany and protect our people and guarantee the peace. Leaders in Latin America expressed their condolences, while the United States say this could lead better diplomatic relations. The Venezuelan foreign minister said Maduro will be the interim president and an election will be called within 30 days after Hugo's death.
Business news now, 11 Filipino business tycoons made it to Forbes' 2013 list of world billionaires, up from the 6 who were included in the list last year. Tycoon Henry C. Sr. remains the richest Filipino with an estimated wealth of 13.2 billion. He ranks 68th in the Forbes list, up from the 116 in 2012. The second richest Filipino moves up to 248th spot from 314th. The list also includes Enrique Razon Jr. at 258 with 4.9 billion US dollars, Andrew Tan at 345, 3.95 billion US dollars, David Consunji and family at 503 with 2.8, George T. and family at 554 with 2.6, Lucio and Susan Co. at 736 with 2 billion US dollars, Robert Collito Jr. at 931 with 1.6 billion US dollars, Tony Tan Cakchong and family at 1,031 with 1.4, and tied at 1,175 are Andrew Gotianun and Robert Ongpin with 1.2 US dollars. They have a combined wealth of $37.85 billion US dollars. In its March release, Forbes lists 1,426 billionaires all over the world with a collective net worth of $5.4 trillion. The country's stock market surpasses its 6,800 mark last week as it closes at a new all-time high on Wednesday. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index closes at 6,835.21 points. The benchmark index rallied at 123.49 points or 1.8%. This is the 23rd record high for 2013 and the 84th under the Aquino administration. However, the peso went up as it closed at 40.69 as against the US dollar from 40.715 yesterday. This week's tech stories will give you an extra eye. How? All the answers after the break. You are still watching Prime News Weekly.
As a tree, as scary as the sea, as warm as the sun, as silly as fun, as hot as fire, cold as ice, sweet as sugar and everything nice. See, I wanna be, I wanna be, it's everything at once.
Saan ka man naroroon ngayon, saan man bahagi ng mundo, babalik ka rin at babalik ka rin, babalik ka rin. Malayo man ang iyong narating, sa puso at isipan, malapit ka pa rin. Babalik at babalik ka rin.
I host and I play.
I work and I work out.
I sing and I shout out. Whatever I do,
The new Windows 8
is perfect for my lifestyle.
No compromises. Work and play as you choose. Discover the new Windows 8.
Welcome back. Now the latest on tech. Do you still remember Google's Project Glass? It is the tech giant's Android-powered eyewear that places information on a transparent layer right above a user's right eye. This week, Google releases a video revealing more details about the device's capabilities. To put it short, the idea of putting a computer in an eyeglass can be the next big thing. You can take Google Glass to take photos and videos of whatever thing you're seeing or experiencing. Look for whatever information in front of you, make video calls, or instant messages. Nothing more is known about this upcoming device, but surely everyone can't hardly wait. Nowadays, Metro Rail Transit or MRT is considered the fastest way to get across EDSA. But it can be problematic if the terminals are congested with passengers, especially during rush hours. Now, worry no more because there is a way you can prevent this headache, introducing the MRT3 CCTV streaming. You can access this freeware by logging on at dotcmrt3.gov.ph/cctv.php. The site is very straightforward. You can choose from any of the 13 MRT stations and gain access to at least 4 CCTV footages of that station: northbound platform, northbound ticketing area, southbound platform, and southbound ticketing area. Through this, you will get to see up-to-the-minute videos of the terminal's situation. This is a project of the Department of Transportation and Communications and the MRT Line 3.
Let's get the latest from the world of sports from Philip Ham in the Prime Sports Desk. Philip?
Thanks, Jamie. For the NBA fans, listen up. Linsanity will come to Manila. Filipinos will have the chance to see NBA superstar Jeremy Lin when the Houston Rockets and the Indiana Pacers battle in a preseason game on October 10 at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay. NBA Commissioner David Stern announced last Tuesday via teleconference in MOA that the Rockets vs. Pacers preseason match in the Philippines was already set. Besides Lin, other notable players that the Rockets will showcase are James Harden, Chandler Parsons, and Omer Asik. The Pacers, for their part, will field Danny Granger, George Hill, Rob Hibberts, and slam dunk artist Gerald Green. Rafael Nadal will test his troublesome left knee again this week as he joins the Mexican Open. Then he will decide if he will join the first Master Series event this year at the hard courts of the Indian Wells. Spain's 11-time Grand Slam champion will conclude 3-tournament Latin American comeback tour in Acapulco, playing in his third ATP clay court tournament in 4 weeks. He came back from an injury layoff of 7 months to reach the finale in Villa del Mar, Chile, and followed by the winning the title in Sao Paulo on February 18. Host Adamson University announced that the 76th UAAP basketball season will begin early in June, to give way to the country's hosting the FIBA Asia Men's Basketball Tournament. Adamson Athletic Director Malu Isip said that the event might possibly start on June 29 at the Mall of Asia Arena. In its previous editions, UAAP usually opens late July. The FIBA Asia meet will be held at the Mall of Asia Arena as well as the Araneta Coliseum in Quezon City. And that's the latest on sports this week. Back to you, Jamie.
Thank you very much, Philip. Almost 2 months before the 2013 midterm elections, we have asked some young voters, namely college students, of their thoughts on the upcoming elections. Here's what they have to say on their ideal candidate. Zai Bungaling reports.
Now that the 2013 midterm elections is fast approaching, we asked student voters from universities along Taft Avenue, Manila, on their ideal candidates.
The ideal candidate is someone who is approachable and knows how to be with people.
Someone who is selfless enough to put his duties first before himself.
For me, the ideal candidate for this year is someone who is consistent,
responsible, and taking charge of his or her duties and obligations. That's it.
My ideal candidate is someone